What's up, Buttercups? It's me, Amy Young, coming at you with a Friday freestyle. Where the fuck am I? First of all, I know, like, what is this environment that we're in, and what is all this crazy construction outside? I am in New York City. Yay! I am visiting my boyfriend. I'm in his apartment right now. I don't think I've ever talked about my relationship on my YouTube channel, so this is maybe, I don't know, is that like a thing? Is that a big deal? I don't know. I know I've shared about it in emails before if you subscribe to my mailing list, and I've talked about it on social media stuff, but I don't think I've ever talked about it here. It's getting personal, yeah. So there's a lot of noise pollution and horn honking, so I apologize if you can hear that, but I wanted to film something because I wanted to kind of give a life update and also just, you know, share a little bit of some stuff that's been going on with me that I'm sure might be helpful to some of you. Super long story short, this month I got really sick. It was like almost 2 weeks of like not leaving the house except for multiple visits to the doctor's office. And it was, you know, it wasn't like life-threatening, but it was just really bad. I don't do well when I'm sick. Like, I like my routine, I like my schedule, I love my work. I don't like shutting things down. I don't like not being able to do what I want to do all the time. I'm not a great patient, so it was so frustrating to me to be as sick as I was, to the point where I didn't get to upload a video a week ago Monday, which I was like beside myself that I couldn't film and I couldn't edit, but I was in really bad shape. But it ended up being actually a really good thing for me because it made me keenly aware of how important it is to, it's such a cliche, but it's so true, how important it is to just take care of yourself, like in every sense of the word. And sometimes that means taking care of yourself will mean, you know, making yourself go to the gym and working really hard on something and getting out of your bed when you don't feel like it and setting your alarm and waking up early. Like, that's a version of taking care of myself that I'm very comfortable with, like hitting deadlines, keeping appointments, doing life stuff. But when it comes to slowing down and cutting myself some slack and like super chilling out, not my forte. Which is like kind of surprising to me because you would think a lot of us would be better at that stuff. Like, you'd think that we would be, or I would think I would be much better at taking breaks and creating time and space for doing nothing and like really letting yourself off the hook. Like, I'm not talking about time off where you feel guilty that you're not doing the thing you're supposed to be doing. Like, that's a version of like time off that I think many people are very comfortable with, which is like, oh, I'm gonna, you know, take the morning off, but really I'm just feeling uncomfortable and upset that like I'm not doing the thing that I'm supposed to be doing. I'm talking about like no questions asked, bona fide, out and out, mindless relaxation time to unwind, time to do nothing and not feel guilty about it. I know a lot of people who really struggle with this. And I'm one of the people who has a really hard time with it. And, you know, I was really putting it off for a long time, like taking breaks. I mean, the rate I've been working at, even for like the past year, I'd take like a real live full day off, maybe once every 3 months, 4 months. Like, that's not healthy and good. And I know that, but it's hard when you love your work and you love what you do and you love your life and you don't want to turn off from it. But this illness really taught me that you have to, and if you don't, your body will make you. Like, your body will be like, nah, bitch, you're staying in bed. You're gonna stay in bed for like 10 days. You're not gonna go anywhere. You're not gonna do anything you want to do because you need to chill the fuck out. So if there is any part of you in hearing me blah 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 about what a weird sick month I've had, if there's any part of you that thinks, yeah, you know, I could use some time off, like I could be a little bit easier with myself, I'm really sick of, you know, looking at the weekends and just thinking about everything I need to get done and feeling overwhelmed and burnt out, give yourself that time. Like, you know what you need. I tweeted this the other day and people really responded to it, which is that, like, you always know what you need. Like, if you're checking in with yourself, or you're just a self-aware person, which I think most of us are here in this little bubble that we have, if you're a self-aware person, you know what you need. Sometimes you do need to kick yourself in the ass and get out of bed and get work done and push yourself. Sometimes, just as importantly, you need to know when it's time to shut it down, get back in bed, pull up the covers, and like really unwind and recharge and rest and give yourself full permission to do that. And I think that's the biggest part of it that I want to really, that I hope hits home in me talking about this, is that you have to give yourself permission to do this, because we don't live in a society where, like, feeling great and relaxing and just enjoying yourself, like, it seems like those are priorities, but they're not. We put a lot of strong value on hard work and making all the money and, like, being your best badass hardworking self, and, like, go out there and hustle and, like, do, you know, that's like across industries, that's just so much of what we're fed. And there's value in it, sure, but if we're talking about, like, living the good life and being healthy and having fun, you have to know when to turn it all off, shut it all down, and just look after number one. That was, like, a huge takeaway for me from this whole experience. And I'm so glad that it happened to me, even though it was, like, a really shitty way for it to happen. But now I feel like I'm doing a better job of making sure that I'm really, like, taking time off and having pockets of time where I'm not doing anything and sleeping more and all of this stuff. So yeah, that's the Friday freestyle. I wanted to just share, a little bit what's going on with me, and just tell you, like, if you need someone to give you permission to take some time off this weekend, or to give yourself, like, a 3-hour window where you are just dead to the world, no one can get in touch with you, and you just need to, like, just be by yourself with your thoughts, or you want to go to the fucking spa, permission granted. You don't need it, but if you need someone to give it to you, I'll be the person to give it to you. That's your assignment. Look after you. You deserve it. We all deserve it. We don't need to earn it. It's our right to just take care of ourselves. Oh, lip gloss all over my fingers. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching. God, I hope that you could hear this amidst all the crazy traffic. New York City is a loud place. But I adore you. Thank you to everyone who sent me nice well wishes saying that they hope that I got better. It meant a lot, and I'm doing much better, as you can see. So have a wonderful day. Take care of yourself, and until next time, I'll see you.